Just ran out of time there to get that podium completed. Coming down to face the start this time. Douglas, pole position start. Rotax Max Jr. A championship, last won by Willie Exton. Lights out. Oh, Douglas had to work so hard and now covers it down the inside at turn 1. Manson was quick off the start and Douglas on cold tyres was absolutely working overtime. Look at them down here in front of the commentary. Look how hard they are working. These youngsters want it. They want it bad. Douglas in front. Already a champion from yesterday. Can he make it 4 titles? First lap completed at 29. Douglas in front. Manson. Knowles. Then it's Chris White. It's the usual suspects at the front end of this field. Great start as well. 20 Jay Irwin, 71 Mitchell Sparrow. Here comes Bewley. On the inside, but Sparrow had the line into the next turn. Sparrow repaid the favour and redid the pass. Douglas is the one out in front. Is he able to drive away like we have seen so far today? Does look to be struggling there at turn 1. They have got this kart set up very, very loose right now, and are just making sure that Douglas can maintain that and keep the pace up on cold tyres. He's good at that, he's been taught it. Jay Irwin looks quick. Irwin already on the podium yesterday in DBS Junior. Love to make it 2 in a row. Manson in second spot. Well, Douglas is definitely not getting away. He does look to be slow. Well, I shouldn't say slow, but he is definitely not as fast through turn 1 as what he has been. Manson is staying in contention. It's Canterbury leading Mount Wellington, with the Canterbury driver back there in third also, and Blake Knowles. Through the hairpin they go. Let's have a look at the pace. Douglas has got good bottom end pace. Opens up another kart length. 25 to go. The youngster that's won events in Europe. 1-2 Vortex Mini Rock New Zealand titles in Invercargill and Rotorua. Backed it up back to back. Won a championship in DBS Junior yesterday and is now leading the field for Rotax Max Junior in the final at the the Armstrong Motor Group Nationals. Knowles in third place, just dropping back a little bit. Sebastian Manson in second has most certainly got strong race pace, and we'll wait and see as these karts start to come on. We're only 5 laps into this final. White there in 4th spot in the 88. 5th place Irwin. Irwin's kart looks loose as well. 6th place is the 71 of Sparrow. 7th is Tom Bewley, kart 4. Then it's 97 McDonald. The 24 of Jacob Early. 15 of Jessup. And Douglas has got a slight gap this time. 23 to go. Manson is definitely quicker over the top of the circuit and is staying in contention and keeping the pressure on Jacob Douglas. The young man, he's an unassuming young man is Jacob Douglas, doesn't give much away. He's not very animated. It's hard to read him. But he's got the pressure on his shoulders at the moment, and so too is Knowles for a podium slot. Knowles finished runner-up yesterday, grabbed a podium in DBS Junior. He's trying desperately to do that at the moment, but he's under a lot of pressure, and Chris White and Jay Irwin has joined the mix to make that a 3-kart battle for the podium shot. Douglas being caught once again by Manson. Sparrow's in 6th, 7th is Bewley, 8th place McDonald, 9th place is Early, top 10 is 67 of Scott McLaren. 21 to go. You can see Jacob Douglas work the wheel. Next time you go through turn 1, have a look. Look at the race leader. See him working the wheel back and forth to keep the wheels in line, keep the momentum up, keep that car as straight as possible. Still loose down here in front of commentary. Whatever setup they've got on that WKS Kartstore chassis, the Aluminos chassis. It's a radical one, I suspect, in this final for 29 laps. And Manson's closer than he's been for the last 4 or 5 laps. Manson chasing down the leader. This is not going to be a breakaway. It is for the top 2, but not for Jacob Douglas right now. And here comes Manson. Manson to the inside. Douglas back around the outside at turn 5, retakes the lead. These two have got to be cautious not to fight it out at the front and allow the pack to close back in on them. Well, Manson, did he show his hand early? Sebastian Manson again, you can see how quick Manson is up around the top. Is that the secret to this racetrack, perhaps? Knowles is broken away in 3rd. Jay Irwin signalling back to White, say, work with me. We're in 4th and 5th. We can catch the podium, but White fires it up the inside and makes the pass on Irwin. Irwin's gone back to 5th. Chris White's back in 4th. Knowles has got 10 kart lengths on them. Again, charging up to turn 1. 18 to go. 11 laps gone. The second of the finals on day 2 of the Armstrong Motor Group 2021 New Zealand Sprint Kart Nationals. Douglas still getting twitchy down in past commentary. 88 White having to fend off Sparrow. Sparrow fires it up the inside of turn 5. White goes up high on the dirt. Lucky not to get in the bags. You saw the dust fly. Still Jacob Douglas, the race leader. Well, I think his dad will be having heart palpitations right now watching this race unfold. So passionate about his boys karting. And of course, Sister Hayley with her ice skating. And it's Jacob Douglas still leading off the final turn there as they make a run to lap number 16. 16 to go. Manson is still there. Sometimes it's better to be the chaser. 3rd place Knowles, stretched away. Is he going to grab a podium slot? Jay Irwin 4th, 5th place Mitchell Sparrow, 6th is Bewley, 7th is McDonald in the 97, 8th place. He's gone back, of course, because after that incident off turn 5 for Chris White. Then it's 67, Scott McLaren. 15 to go. There's the pass up the inside again. Manson, new race leader. Douglas has gone back to 2nd. Can Douglas match the pace of Sebastian Manson out in front and charge back to the front? Is that kart set up to come on very late in this race? 14 to go. We are just over half race distance. Douglas does look a little bit stronger down there and makes the pass back up the inside at Hill. Sebastian Manson drives around him and retakes the race lead. Manson out in front. Douglas in 2nd. It's race on, game on for the final. Knowles is getting closer in 3rd place as well. Sparrow up to 4th place. Jay Irwin 5th. 6th place for Bewley. That's the last step of the podium. You get the certificate, you get the trophy, you get to speak. 13 to go. Manson, 3 kart lengths in front. Douglas has got to come up with another answer to this. Through the infield they go. Manson's kart definitely looks more settled on this racetrack right now. The 11 and Knox in 3rd. Great drive for Sparrow in the 4th spot. Here comes Bewley. Bewley up the inside of Jay Irwin. Bewley's making a run towards the podium as well. Fires it up into the top 5. 12 to go. Douglas still chasing down Manson. It's been a lonely lapse for the 11 of Blake Knowles. But he crucially is on that 3rd step of the podium at the moment. 71 Sparrow still holding out the rest of the field. We go further back in this field. We see the 15 of Jessup, the 67 McLaren, 7 of Bow Hill, Taylor Payne, 35 Hayden Lyons, Ollie Workman in the 29, the 24 of Jacob Early, and 6 of Miles Findlay at the rear, unfortunately, for the 51 of Mandela Pluck. Well, Douglas has not given up. Douglas is still in contention, and we will have 10 laps to go. As they come up to the hairpin turn, there's a caution out at hairpin. We've obviously got a card off up against the fence somewhere that I can't see. Oh no, there it is. Oh, it's Bewley. It's Bewley in the fence. What happened to the number 4? And Douglas is back in the lead. Let's go back to the race lead. Douglas fires it up the inside, and here comes Manson. Manson is having nothing. He's not having a bar of it. But they still have to be careful because Knowles is taking chunks out of their first and reds. We go red. We go red. Bewley's still in the cart at the Armstrong Motor Group. 2021 New Zealand Sprint Kart Nationals alongside Giltrap Group and of course Carter's Tyres. Manson the man in the lead. Douglas, Knowles, lights out. Douglas immediately goes to the outside. Slots back up in behind the 55, but Manson defends it. Knowles looks like he gave Douglas a little bit of a helping hand there on that restart. As they charge down in. Oh, they've got to be cautious. These drivers are eager, they're hungry. Manson in front. Manson, Douglas, Knowles, Sparrow. Then it's Jay Irwin. 97 of William McDonald. 10 to go. As they charge up to Hill Corner, there's a cart length in it. And it's still Manson the leader. Jay Irwin's been muscled back by McDonald in the 97, who has come through for 5th place. Has Sparrow got anything left in the tank? Up round through the hairpin again. Knowles in 3rd place. Looks like he's matching the pace of the top 2. 9 to go. Black and whites for 20 of Jay Irwin. Oh, that's tragedy for Irwin, who was on the podium yesterday in 3rd spot. Well, this is interesting now to see who's quickest on which part of the racetrack. Douglas looks like he's slightly better through the infield now. Knowles in 3rd place, about 4 car lengths back. Contact down here in front of commentary with the 6 of Miles Findlay and 24 of Jacob Early. 8 laps to go. In just 8 laps time, we'll know who the champion is, and Douglas is definitely coming on. That cart is working well. Down the inside at Hill Corner. Douglas retakes the lead. Squeezes out Manson. Knowles is in it. He's right there in 3rd. Sparrow would be loving this if he could get in there. The 71 cart. Don't discount him off the podium yet. I don't think we're done with those top 3 positions. And through the hairpin we go. And Douglas is going to try and drive away. 7 to go. The tension. The parents will be absolutely chewing the fingernails. They'll be down to the stubs after this one. It's Douglas in front from Manson, from Knowles, from Sparrow. McDonald still there in 5th spot. Jay Irwin, who has yet to face a black and white flag, is 6th place on the racetrack. Chris White in the 88 is 7th. Then it's Jessup in the 15 and the 7 of Bow Hill. Well, Douglas can't drive away. Every time they get up there to the hairpin, the 55 Manson's there. He's right there. But across the top of the circuit, that is where Douglas is now stronger. The roles have reversed. It was the other way around in the first part of this race. There'll only be 5 to go next time by. Just 5 laps. Race fans for a championship. 2 years we've waited to crown a new champion. And Rotax Max Jr. Can Douglas make it 2 on the weekend? There's 5 laps to go. You can see there Douglas is able to open up the gap. It's maybe half a dozen cart lengths. Knowles has dropped back a little bit again there in 3rd. Sparrow will be desperately trying to catch him. He knows that that's 3rd place on the podium and gets to put a number on the side of that cart. Round through turn number 5. Up to the hairpin. Contact again, it sounded like in front of the commentary. Nice pass up the inside, 24, Jacob Early. That's further back in the pack. Made a move on, Miles Findlay. 4 to go. Something like 2,500 metres. That's all that is left to this racetrack for these youngsters. Through the infield, down to turn number 4. The commentary corner. And we'll have a look at the hairpin again. This is where I think the 55 of Manson closes a little bit, although Douglas has most certainly got an advantage now. 3 to go. Just 3 short laps. You see the steering swap there from Douglas. He's still working that race card as much as he possibly can. And Sparrow is closing in on Knowles in 3rd and 4th. Can Mitchell do it? Can Mitchie boy from the North Island snag a top 3 number here this weekend? Along Bus Stop Straight to the hairpin. And we keep ticking off laps. And there's only 2 of them. 2 laps to go. Down the main straight to turn 1. Manson's a little bit closer this time. Manson's definitely closer this time. He's taken 2 kart lengths out of that lead. Douglas has got to work for it. He cannot afford to relax anywhere on the track. Will we see a shootout between these 2 youngsters? Knowles in 3rd, Sparrow 4th. Let's focus on those 4 as they come off that turn 5 and head up to the hairpin. The last lap, Porter's out. We have 1 to go, and Douglas was strong off the hairpin. Manson's got great top end pace. He'll pull another kart length or 2, maybe not. Douglas was quick. Douglas through the infield, coming up to Bank Bend. There's 3 corners to go on this racetrack. Down into turn 4 at the commentary tower. Off the turn to turn 5. They'll race up to a hairpin. The final time, Douglas looks back. He looks back to see where Manson is. He's clean off the turn. Jacob Douglas goes 2 for 2. That's the perfect New Zealand champion, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for Manson. He gave it absolutely everything there in 2nd place. 3rd place is Blake Knowles. Craig Douglas, you can replace the batteries in your pacemaker, buddy. It was a brilliant final. And it's the 2nd time on the podium for this youngster this weekend. In 3rd place, ladies and gentlemen, the number 11 of Blake Knowles. The runner-up, what a fight he put up. The 55, Sebastian Manson. And he came here with a goal this weekend to try and win 2 national titles. He's achieved the goal. It's the WKS Kartstore driver, the number 9, Jacob Douglas.
I'd just like to say a massive thank you to my parents for everything they do. Matt, John and Tiff, WKS, all their help. Thanks to all my sponsors, all the juniors for the great racing all day, and Fiona, Shane, and all the other officials that made this meeting possible.
First of all, I'd like to thank Dad, Brad, Josh, JHR, Ted Manson Foundation, Manson's TCLM, all the other competitors, and the officials for making this meeting possible.
Massive thanks to Matt Hamilton for everything he does for me. Tiff, John, Jared, my parents, they all couldn't do it without them. Thanks all the competitors for the great racing. Congrats Seb on his 2nd and Blake on his 3rd.